Hello, this is Miss Vestal, and I'm here with our introduction to Evaas. What is it and how do we use it? Personally, I will say that as an educator, I have always taught um, art, so we would always be using the school-wide um, data that is in the Evaas reports. We'll talk about that later. But I have worked with other areas within the school that provide, teacher data for Evaas. So what is it? What is Evaas? Evaas is Education Value Added Assessment System. So as the short, it is data that is specific to the student, school, and school system, and that it gives us information that we can then educate our students better. Evaas is a partnership with educators that analyze student assessment to produce web-based reports for more informed decision making. So what happens is that as a school, we provide the data to the school system. The school system releases that to the state, and the little minions that they have compile all of that data together and give us reports. That takes a lot of the work out of it, and we can just use that data, the reports that come to us, to then guide our instruction better. So how does it work? Standardized test scores, those can be third grade, they now use the data that they start taking at the beginning of the year. But for us as a high school, they take it from every semester, and then they are sent to the Evaas, and then they do the analysis of it and then provide reports back to us. So the idea behind Evaas is to provide North Carolina's educators with tools to improve student learning and reflect and improve on their own effectiveness. It started with North Carolina, but now Evaas has been spread out throughout the country because of how effective that it is. So what they do is they give not only data for the students to help guide their instruction better, but to help the educators, teach better. I've worked with, different teachers throughout the years, and I've seen how effective that data is, giving them instant feedback. I know that in the kindergarten through second grade, they use M-Class, and it's constantly growing and changing. You can see they color code it, so you can see those students that are in the green, that are in the yellow for a warning, or in the red that really need to do that improving. And you can focus and, alter your instruction to better suit those needs. So, and this will be given to you along with some other resources that you can look at later, and can help you get your stuff set up. Also, I can be there and available to help you if you need it. So the reports, you're saying, hey, where do I see this at? There are 4 reports. It's for the district, the school, the teacher, and then what the students are projected to score. Okay, so the value added and the school value and the teacher value, those are in comparison to other districts or other schools, and also other teachers within your own school. So you can look at these different reports and see how, your students or student adds up to others. I found that one very effective for me because I am very competitive. The types of reports, there are reports that look back at progress, and then they are reports that look forward at projections of what is to come if they progress at, the rate that they, said that they would. So Evaas and evaluations, it is used for standard 6. So, you have your regular observations. Then you also have standard 6, which is based directly from the scores that your students get. And also it could be school-wide. Like I said before, I was an art teacher. So they would take the school-wide Evaas score, And they would factor that into other things, you know, with the portfolios and other elements. And that would give me my standard 6. It could be for other non-tested areas, and also for, you know, special situations. Evaas scores, where do they come from? So here for standard 6 teachers, you know, they're from end of grade assessments, EOCs, CTE, common exams, like I said before, M-class. It's also for administrators and school accountability. So it's very important. These scores aren't just for teachers or students. You know, they are used, you know, district-wide. So Evaas scores, when are they available? It is always a celebratory day in the fall when the scores are released from the previous years. It's been great at the Academy. We have steadily made growth every year, and we usually exceed growth, which is a ginormous party time. How often is the Evaas data updated? So you're looking, you know, for usually the lower grades, it's for the 15th of every month. You know, the scores at the Academy is much different than most of the traditional schools. You know, we have students moving in and out, and this is also for schools that are located in areas that they have a high population of students that are migratory. So they might move from one school to school to school to school. So the students must be enrolled for 140 days if they're in a year-long class, or here at the Academy, that's 70 days. So that is, for us, we look at it, you know, the student's not here half the time. Well, they're still enrolled. So they have to be enrolled for 70 days. That doesn't mean that they are present for 70 days. So, you know, they still might be included in that. So they have changed this, and they have put it into place, that the alternative schools will have individual growth indexes. So, you know, the Academy, they look at it differently for our school because of, you know, a lot of the students, you know, they might not meet growth, or they might not, you know, show progress on a normal scale. But on our Academy scale, they do. This is also in place for hospitals, specialty schools, the alternative schools. You know, that has come in handy. So how does it work? You can preview your roster. We work with the EC teacher, Ms. Todd, and that does give a preview. Then you can do your verification. So it's the time that you teach, she teaches, you get everything together, must be submitted by May the 19th. This is for this year. These dates will be changing for next year. Then the school verification, as a whole school, will verify it. It's sent to the district verifies it, and then it's sent to the state. And that's when they process it, and then the following year we'll get our information back. So support-wise, if you need help, like I said, I will help you. This is what the website looks like for Evaas. There are tons of resources. These are the two that I use, but I did look up some other ones, but these were the most helpful to me. If you need help, come and see me. I'll be more than happy to help you. Have a good day.